It started as a way for nerds and losers to do something constructive with their Friday nights since they were not getting laid. It was a hangout for virgins to talk about comics, movies, and Star Trek, which grew beyond the creators' wildest dreams. Enjoying controversial hosts like Alex Jones.
It's over.
Oh!
Hey!
He's home.
He appears.
He appears. Hello, Alex.
It is very good to be here with you. Love your show. I see clips of it all the time.
A-list actresses such as Drew Barrymore.
Congratulations on 300 episodes of Friday Night Lights. This is so exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This show has officially lasted longer than my relationship with Tom Green.
And of course, YouTube reprobates like it's a Gundam.
I'm telling you right now, the whole female squirting thing, I think it's a myth. I'm 100% sure that woman pissed on me.
Then just as quickly as it started, it all fell apart. During a charity live stream with the nerd director Zack Snyder, the FNT community was rejected and humiliated.
He is the one, the only Zack Snyder.
There he is.
Listen, just a quick thing before we get started. I know that on our donation page, we still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This is the true Hollywood story of Friday Night Tights.
Her life's ambition was to be a star.
When Nerdrotic was looking for a moral arbitrator and chief diversity, equity, and inclusion officer, he had to look no further than the former seaman and voice of RK Outpost, Ryan Cannell.
I'm not going to know if our DEI officer decides not to do it.
Yeah, if Ryan says we should show
If Ryan says no, I'm going to listen to Ryan. Okay.
Before joining the gang at Friday Night Tights, Ryan Cannell was enlisted in the U.S. Navy managing nuclear reactors. If he could be tasked with splitting atoms, managing the behavior of the crew of Friday Night Tights would be a cakewalk.
Time ago.
Well, my favorite part is that in this movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the actual plot is for the fucking apes to loot something that isn't theirs. Like, that's the actual plot of this fucking movie.
It's true.
Wow, Ryan.
It's true.
That's what the movie is.
It was a giant target they were going to.
Pretty much.
Oh my God.
During his tenure, Ryan would ensure that Friday Night Tights was inclusive and welcoming. However, even the best of us slip from time to time.
Listen, I'm a Jew, and he's my least favorite Jew.
If I put on a list of my least favorite Jews, I'd be canceled.
I'm allowed to.
Yes, you are.
I'm in the tribe.
Oh, Paul, I love you.
Just to be clear, I do have a list. I'm just not going to put it out.
He titled it Ryan's Final Solution.
Ryan had difficulty adjusting upon his return to civilian life outside the Navy. After years of working in an environment where people were expected to do their job and do it correctly all the time, even by the most junior of sailors, this would create unreasonable expectations.
Yeah, and to be clear, I see people saying fast food. I don't give a fuck about those people. Like, you fuck up my order, there's no forgiveness.
Fast food.
Fuck. I've actively stopped going to the McDonald's that's closest to my house because they're just a bunch of fucking losers. I hate them. They're terrible. They're fucking horrendous. And so, no, there's differences. If you've ever lived in a town or like where there's two McDonald's close to you, like, there's a good one and a bad one. That's just the way it is. Like, it has everything. I think it has everything to do with the fucking manager. Whoever that fucking general manager is of that fucking, it just fucking goes top down and everything's dog shit.
When Ryan would encounter the sloppy and half-ass efforts by minimum wage Zoomers, especially those who work at fast food establishments, their rampant screw-ups would send Ryan into rages.
Fuck! Now we're getting back on the fucking road. After we stop, I just wanted to stop and get Fazoli's. That's all I fucking wanted to do was stop and get Fazoli's because I love Fazoli's. And these stupid fucking pricks. Fuck! The fucked up part is I know I'm gonna like it. I know it's gonna taste good. They fuck you in the drive-thru. They fuck you in the drive-thru. They fucking did. They fucked me in the drive-thru from the very fucking...
Ryan fell into particular deep water on his review of The Batman. This Matt Reeves-directed movie took a new take on the Caped Crusader that included a lot of race swapping of iconic supporting characters. The internet came after Ryan's review, calling him racist and attempted to have Ryan canceled.
There were only a couple good people in this movie. You had Bruce Wayne, Batman, and you had Alfred. Those are the only two good white people. The rest of the three other major players that I would consider like overall like moral good people were, you had Jim Gordon, who's black in this. You had Catwoman.
The FNT team would continue to stand by Ryan and support him as their Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer. However, that would not last.
And it looks like somebody else really appreciated me sharing that story. That was one Brie Larson. Brie Larson liked my tweet. I played one game with Brie Larson's character from Fortnite, and this happened. Thanks, Brie.
In a chance encounter at a comic convention, Ryan would meet the MCU's Captain Marvel, the one and only Brie Larson. The two would hit it off, and soon Ryan's relationship with the ire of the comic fan community would impact his job on FNT.
Brie Larson, I've always been on Team Brie.
Yep.
So fuck the haters, Brie.
Brie has got like Brie as she does great Nissan commercials. Fucking Nissan suck, but whatever.
Hey, I own a Nissan.
I mean, and they suck.
Unfortunately, Brie and the FNT cast got along about as well as oil and water.
.com. Did you know Brie Larson is suffering for your sins? I didn't know that either until I heard from Brie Larson at the Tina Brown's Women in the World conference, reported on by our good friends.
Ultimately, Ryan had to choose between the FNT crew and Brie Larson. That would take about half a second. I mean, look at her. Sure, she can be annoying as all fuck, but Ryan is no fool. He is definitely reaching in this relationship. A dude who plays with toys between video game sessions and trips to Taco Bell needs to know when he has a good thing going and walk away from the table. With that, Ryan ended his YouTube career and walked away from Friday Night Tights. Nerdrotic and gang would have to find a replacement for their Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer, which would be the job of the Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer that they did not have. Gary would just draw a random name from his Rolodex that consisted mostly of unemployed dudes in their parents' basement and old prison buddies. Nerdrotic would go with Nick Riquetta.
That was awesome.
Mike is...
With Ryan gone and others to follow, it was only a matter of time before the entire FNT show would come falling down like a house of cards. Please tune in tomorrow when we continue with part 2 of the E! True Hollywood story, The Fall of Friday Night Tights.
That's like the clear...
Neutral position, you feel activation in your buns.
You know, this might be weird to you, but I think society's gonna fall at some point, and we're gonna have to barter with old pornography.
Like VHS porn.
I still got VHS, dude, with the original boxes.
Yes. Well, damn.
I'm a strong supporter of women in adult films.
Yeah.
You know, because nobody does that anymore. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Son of a bitch. I'm wearing this uncomfortable, movie-accurate, bullshit-ass armor, and I'm not even getting paid scale for this shit. I want to go home. You know what? Whoopsie. Well, it's time to go.